Greetings, everybody. Hopefully that sound effect worked out well. Hopefully the audio is coming through. This is your host, Dr. Phil, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And if you're not in America or you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, well, I hope you're having a great Wednesday evening. Got a great show planned for tonight. Got a lot of Glitter and Lasers updates. She's just got a lot going on. A big news story. She had to cancel her podcast. She said it's been a big failure. I don't know if it's been a failure. I've gotten a lot of laughs from it. How about you folks? Hopefully everybody's having a great night. There's been a lot going on in Gorlworld the last week or so. Amber got demonetized. She is off on, who knows where she is. She's probably on Kick or TikTok or something, trying to squeeze a few bucks out of her babies. But yeah, she apparently got demonetized. I'm sure she'll apply again in 90 days, but set her back for a minute. But until we can get deeper into that, tonight we've got Rosie live, we got Foodie live. There's plenty of other Gorlworld stuff going on, but how's everybody feeling tonight? Let's check in on that chat, see how everybody's doing. Happy Thanksgiving, Elizu. Good to see you. Oh, no problem. Well, I hope you feel a little bit better. Sorry you're not having your best night tonight. Let's see what else we got here. Welcome in, Southern Squirrel Nutty, Southern Squirrel Gaming. Thank you so much, Nutty. Everyone, be sure to leave that like if you're enjoying the show. It helps out the channel tremendously. And also, if you'd like to hype up the video, hype up the live, that helps a lot too. It's just to the right of where you would click to like the stream. There's a button that says hype. You can always click on that if you would be so kind. Welcome in, Nirvana. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Rose Sword, awesome channel. Definitely be sure to check Rose Sword out if you don't already. I think most of you already do. But Rose Sword Reacts, another great Gorlworld reaction channel. She also covers some other stuff. She does tarot readings as well. But yeah, definitely check her out. Welcome in, Jamie. Good to see you. Fiona's mom. Good to see you again, Fiona's mom. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yes, turkeys, everybody. Who's a jive turkey? Welcome in, Blue Hoodie. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Jennifer. Hope you're having a great night there. All right. The good old Dr. Fellatio. All right. Foodie should have lost it before Amber, probably. She needs to start filling out job apps. Yeah, we're going to cover a little bit of Amber. We're going to be all over the place tonight. But let's start with a little bit of the live stream that's going on live. And then I'm going to intersperse it with some Glitter and Lasers social media. And then we might cover a video as well. But we're going to just play it by ear. We got, holiday tomorrow, just having some fun, just chilling out. All right. So let me pull up what we got to start here. A little Thanksgiving video, just a little bit of fun here. Hopefully the volume's not too loud. Let me adjust the volume. Let me turn off the music also. All right. Guess we can finally get started with that show. All right. So first post of the night. This is from Kiwi Farms. They posted this video about Glitter and Lasers on Thanksgiving. Everybody ever heard of turkey in the wild? Anybody ever heard wild turkey? And a wild turkey, not the whiskey. Glitter's probably familiar with both. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Make it louder. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We got our very own turkey here. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. All right, that's probably driving you crazy at this point. All right, enough of that. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me pull up another fun video for a second. Let me switch to the bumper real quick. I got some fun videos. Oh, and something I kept forgetting. Something you're gonna love. For the last few weeks, 2 weeks in a row, I forgot to post this. Somebody, please remind me if I forget toward the end of the night or toward the end of the glitter segment. Glitter and Lasers. Somebody met her in person. Like a person off Kiwi Farms, or excuse me, off the Reddit page, ran into her in live, IRL. and reported about what she smelled like and how she was in person. So definitely going to mention some stuff about that, the IRL post. So yes, but before we even get to that, let me post a little bit of other stuff I got going on here. So Glitter and Lasers is back to editing her photos like crazy, despite being the confidence queen, as always. So let's start off with... Here we go. Take a break from skinny talk and enjoy the sauna with her. Does anybody notice anything interesting about this picture? Anything interesting about this picture here? Oh, let me give some background for anybody not familiar. Glitter and Lasers. Very obese influencer. She's constantly talking about health and taking care of her body and doing what's right for her health. But she just won't do anything to get her weight down in the slightest. She's recently begun a gym arc, which is good. I think that's a great thing. But she doesn't seem to be having a lot of results as far as improved health. She's out eating her whatever weight she's losing in the gym. And her biggest source of results, I believe, is digital filters. Why do I say that? Well, look at her toes. Look at those toes there. And shout out Kiwi Farms for noticing this before I did. But those toes look really long. Like, the perspective on this is just, right? Like, and this is not a flattering picture to begin with. No disrespect to Glitter, but this is not what a flattering. But this is her edited pictures. This is what she wants us to perceive. Whether or not you think she looks good, I think we can all agree that using a lot of filters and misrepresenting it is not a good thing for somebody who claims to want to instill confidence in others. Presenting unrealistic body images through excessive use of filters doesn't help anybody. So let's just let this play for a second. Let me see what you folks have to say. And then we're going to cut to a live Rosie react also, because I have some live Rosie. So let's cut back and forth. So let's see what we got live on Rosie. I'm going to read your comments while we got that. Hopefully Rosie's interesting tonight. Oh, and she just turned off the camera as soon as I got live. Okay, let's go back just a little bit.
Wow.
So she got some gifts or something?
Cute like you. Oh, that's awesome. Like, thank you.
Okay,
I'm just more of a cat person myself. Oh, this looks like a gift.
Let me turn down our volume a little bit. Let me recheck the chat. Say hi to everybody again.
Battling with this box, and it's winning. Oh. Oh, I dropped. No, it's right attached.
Yes.
Fell off. Okay.
I'm the same way, JB. I can't drink like I used to.
Oh, keep your gift a surprise. Okay, let me.
Not trying to bring back.
I think I know what this is.
Not trying to bring that back out of style. I've never really been a smoker. Never really been a smoker.
You got in trouble again.
Doesn't it? Well, her toes look so much longer than normal. That's the thing, Jamie.
This isn't what I thought it was.
Her toes, you know, I mean, Glitter does have big toes, but those toes look a lot longer than they normally do.
Thank you.
And I've got another edited picture I'm going to show off.
This is one of the plants I added.
So to give some context, Rosie here is doing a live. She was complaining the other day about how her good friend Amber was demonetized for eating online. She was really upset about it. So I guess she said she was afraid to eat online, but apparently she's gone back to doing that.
It's from. Let me just be like.
Let me pull up my other vid I got for y'all.
Beautiful woman always deserves beautiful flowers. Happy birthday, beautiful.
So,
from you,
speaking of editing pictures, let me show you a picture last week from Glitter and a picture from this week.
These are nice.
So, whoops, this is this week. Looking nice and trim, right? A week ago, what's going on, Glitter? How is this lady gaining, 40, 50 pounds from one week to the next? I mean, every picture, she looks so radically different. And I understand that angles Whoops. And I understand that angles can have a lot to do with that, but still, it's overwhelming how radically different she looks from one picture to the next. And this is, this is more than just simply lighting. This is editing. This is absolutely heavily edited. I mean, if she wants to edit her pictures for herself, that's fine. But if she's editing these pictures and using these for people who claim that they're, using these for inspiration, I think it'd be right for her to at least, acknowledge the editing that's going on, not to deny it. So let's put back the live Rosie, while I dig up some more clips. Whoops, let me share the screen. Okay, share this tab instead.
Purple is purple.
Yeah.
Welcome to membership.
That sounds incredibly disgusting.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Like, even for, like, Rosie's usual cooking, that sounds really freaking disgusting. I saw she, like, had some shrimp boil. She was taking shrimp out of, like, some old frozen stuff and reheating it the other day. It looked disgusting.
Oh, my gosh. The puppy left all your,
So I got some more posts from Glitter.
fake plants alone, but your $80 pair of headbuds. Oh, my gosh. Hello, Purple. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm way more low energy today.
So here we got, Glitter was talking about how she was working on her box jumps, I think it was. I forgot what she specifically it was, or her pistol squats, or some kind of one-legged exercise, because she wants to be able to jump some step. Remember I said she wanted to jump up and down a step? This is the step. This is the step that she wants to jump up and down. This thing is like 2 feet tall. This is not like a little step. This stair, right? This is not a stair. This is like a stage. This stair right here is why I started practicing box jumps. I want to jump it someday. I'm actually close, but given it's all concrete, I'm going to wait until I'm pretty confident until I try. How about you wait until you lose 50 pounds? Sharing because this has been really helpful for me to create fitness goals based on real things I want to do. Do you want to blow your knee out? Is that what you want to do? The exercise is just a stepping stone to accessibility. It's just a stepping stone to injury and being disabled. It just boggles the mind that Glitter thinks that at over 500 pounds, jumping up and down over a foot onto concrete, it's barely even padded, is somehow a reasonable goal. And this is for what purpose? Just so that she can say that she did it? Absolutely absurd. Snatch to snacked. It's crazy the differences, right? This is way too tall. Look at that. This has got to be at least 2 feet tall, and that's just straight up concrete and tile, uncushioned, right? Right, Foodie? Oh, welcome to Canada. Cool. No problem. You're right. It's not late if we can start without you, right? But seriously, Glitter here. I'm glad you can make it. You're just in time to show off. Glitter is really setting herself up for a big injury tonight. But welcome in Canada. Cool. Thank you so much for making it in tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. I know, actually, wait a minute. You have different Thanksgiving over in Canada. So I guess that's a little different, your schedule. But yeah, but thank you for coming in tonight. Let's see what else we got here. So I got some more content for y'all. Let me put on the bumper for a second. Oops. Excuse me 1 second. Minor technical difficulties. Okay, so another post from Glitter's social media. Let's put this up here. Been adding infrared sauna into my routine once a day. Every day she's going to the sauna now, which I guess is good, right? I just sit, read, and sweat. It helps my muscle recovery and reduces inflammation by increasing blood flow. I do a cold shower after which genuinely I hate, but it's also good for me. I'm in my hard self-care era. Hard self-care. going to a sauna, doing the hard things to care for my body better. Going to a sauna, is that really that hard? Like, I guess I've never really spent a lot of time in the sauna, but is this like really like the hard self-care? Like, wouldn't the hard self-care like be skipping dessert? Maybe skipping the wine? Well, that's hard self-care. Going into a sauna and reading. What'd you say? Reading, sitting and reading and sweating. That's the hard self-care. So let's just keep up. I'm going to intersperse it with Rosie, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, Canada Cool. The 1999 super chat. Thank you so much, Canada Cool. Happy Thanksgiving, Doc. I'm actually in Texas.
That made me laugh.
I just named my channel that because of Foodie.
I'm real good at talking.
Okay, well, then happy Thanksgiving in Texas. That's great. Well, you're still cool regardless, right? But you did trick me with the Canadian. I genuinely thought you were representing the Great White North. Yes, thank you once again, Canada Cool, for the 1999 super chat. Very much appreciated. And thank you also to all of the members. I know we got many members in the chat, but also thank you to all of the commenters and all of the lurkers. You folks are all appreciated here. So thank you very much. You make this channel a lot of fun for me to do. Welcome in, Justin Ruto Stuff Channel. Is that supposed to be Justin Retro Stuff? Welcome in, Justin. Hopefully you're having a great night. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, welcome in, MTG Kitty. Can you come up on the panel? I tend not to have people up on panel unless they've been here, pretty long time. I like to have some regulars on here. I'm not really doing an open panel tonight, but in the future, maybe. I may be doing a panel at some point. In fact, I should do an open panel. It's been a long time since I've done one. But I think I may do one in the future. So definitely keep your ears open, folks, because I think that would be a good idea to have one. I have not had one for a while. But yeah, I think in the future I probably will have one, though I'm not having one tonight, though. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate that. And I definitely will will be doing an open panel at some point. I just totally didn't even think about it. To be fair, it's been so long.
I've never had tofu. I like fried tofu. I've been scared to work with it. Turducken is hard. Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, not tonight, Justin, but thank you, though. I appreciate the offer. Rosie seems to be a little bit stale all of a sudden. Did she get some bad news?
Oh, yeah. I personally want to go to London or Scotland.
All right, let me pull up the more current
Yeah, I really
glitter
like
stuff.
to visit Ireland, too. Yeah. Also Iceland.
So here's the big glitter and laser news we got right now.
Like clean up the
we got glitter and lasers talking about
a little bit, and then they just look a little more like.
We got glitter and lasers talking about how she had to drop her podcast. That's right. Remember the Medical Detectives podcast, the big one? Well, turns out that it has been discontinued or indefinitely, I should say. So let me show you the video that she recently posted about this.
I've decided to start my deep clean with a part of my apartment that is pretty emotional for me because it represents something I failed at, and I failed at recently, and it was something I had a lot of hope for. This space is my podcast desk, or it was my podcast desk. I'm going to take it apart because Medical Detectives has gone on pause. It just wasn't financially successful, and so it's a chapter that is closing in my life that I'm really sad about, and I'm embarrassed because it didn't succeed. But this isn't making it better.
Yeah, this woman is always crying about everything. On one hand, you'd think that this might actually be kind of like a big deal, right? Like, she did this for a year. She obviously invested a lot of time and effort. Maybe she really is upset. But then again, she cries every single time, she gets the wrong order. She cries if somebody tells her good job getting out there. She cries if she doesn't make her lift in the gym. She cries if she gets the wrong belt, the wrong weightlifting belt, or it doesn't fit, whatever. You get what I'm saying. I'm rambling, but you get what I'm saying. This woman cries about everything. So is this really bothering her that much, or is this just performative again?
I see it every day, and now it's just this.
Now it's just more clutter, just like the rest of the clutter. But I mean, at least it's better than her endless crafting supplies, because at least this was useful at some point to somebody.
Which just somehow makes it worse. Figured let's clean up this space and make room for something new. Something that feels hopeful rather than something that represents a loss.
It's like a funeral. Something feels hopeful rather than something that represents a loss. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe her expectations were a little bit too high for this podcast to begin with. Like, she was the main host of the podcast. To fill anybody in who's not aware, let me give you some history on this podcast. So this podcast ran for probably 6 months. She ran it every week or so, and it would be dedicated to somebody sharing a personal story of medical recovery or medical illness. To be fair, I only listened to the episode where she talked about herself. I don't think it ever really got a lot of traction, so it just never really was that successful. And I do like the idea of people branching out, so I don't want to discourage her from branching out. I think Anna, it's good for her to try other things, because I do think she's very unsuited to being a lifestyle influencer. I don't think she has anything to offer as far as that. So I do like her trying to branch into a podcast lane, because I do think that just reading stuff off of a piece of paper, I think she could do that fairly well. I don't think she'd be offensive doing that. So yeah, but it's unfortunate for her. It did not work out. And so now we've got this pile of clutter in the corner about it. So let me show you another post. I'm going to let this run once more while I pull up that other post.
It represents something I failed at, and I failed at recently, and it was something I had a lot of hope for. This space is my podcast desk, or it was my podcast desk. I'm going to take it apart because Medical Detectives has gone on pause. It just wasn't financially successful, and so it's a chapter that is closing in my life that I'm really sad about, and I'm embarrassed because it didn't succeed.
Is it?
But this isn't making it better. I see it every day, and now
Yeah, Justin, I would be down to collaborate, but let's like try to, let me have a chance to look at your channel a little bit, get to see what you're working about, and maybe we could collaborate on something. Maybe in the future. So let me continue here with the post.
it's just this, which just somehow makes it worse. Figured let's clean up this space and make room for something new. Something that feels hopeful rather than something that represents a loss. Now I'm ready for something new. I've decided to start.
She's so depressed. You wouldn't think somebody told her good job getting out there, right? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe somebody said about the podcast. She's like, oh, my podcast is ending. Like, well, good job podcasting. Good job getting out there and podcasting, Anna. That's what I'm going to say about this. I want to be snarkier, but it really just seems like pathetic. In a way, it does. Like, this woman has basically everything. She's got all this money. She travels for fun. She just goes to the gym for fun, and she's crying because her vanity project, because that's really what this kind of was. To be blunt, this was a vanity project. This was Anna's chance to have a doctor kissing her butt every week. That's really all it was, I think. Because that's what the co-host was, to reiterate. The co-host was a doctor, and the doctor didn't lead the discussion about any of the medical issues. The doctor was basically Anna's sidekick. And Anna would just give her opinion, and the doctor would just nod and smile and clap like a trained seal. So it was really, like a vanity press, like somebody who publishes their own book. And I think that's why it never really had a lot of success, because I don't think there was any demand for Anna as a host. Like, what do you folks think? Would you be interested in seeing Anna as like a host of show? I mean, I don't know anybody who actually watched it. So, I mean, and I'm somebody who's interested in Anna, but I didn't watch it. So, I mean, who's going to watch that crap? The more I think about it, like nobody's going to watch that. And that's why it failed. And hey, Anna, you know what? You learned something. Okay, let's continue on. Next subject. That got a little bit annoying. She does have a beautiful apartment. I can admit that. Yeah, I agree, Canada. She does come across as very haughty and very just unlikable, cringe. And the way she had the doctor as the co-host, the doctor, you'd think the doctor would provide some type of medical basis for the information, but it was basically just Anna providing hearsay and the doctor backing her up most of the time without providing a lot of data. But speaking of not providing a lot of data, why does Anna wear her belt the way she does? Well, we got a video showing us that. Why do you wear your belt so high? I think it's to keep down the bile in her own throat. Maybe she's trying to hold in the pee. She's trying to hold in what she ate for dinner yesterday. I mean, I can only imagine what this belt is for. It's just also, I mean, being serious for a moment, this belt is, at least she's wearing it lower than she was. It's not quite as high up as she had it the other day, but it still looks too high up to be useful. Just to reiterate, a weightlifting belt is to increase intra-abdominal pressure and to stabilize the core for when you're doing heavy compound lifts. It can restrict your breathing somewhat, so you don't want to wear it all the time. I feel like Anna's not really getting a lot of benefit from this. I feel like she's wearing it high up enough where it's just going to restrict her breathing excessively. I'd be interested to see if she could take a breath with it on. But I don't think she can. So I've got a comment from her as well about the belt. So she's belting out the hits. Yes, and Anna is always so she's always so proper and demure, right? Why does she wear her belt so high? Dat butt is why. Yes, because she has a massive rear end and she just won't ever lose even 1 pound because she hates the idea of being smaller. Why? Good question. My strongman lifting belt is a combo of a 10mm lever hard belt over wider soft belt. Thankfully, I now have everything in the right size for me. That said, the process did include having to rebuy my soft belt because I accidentally mailed it in my return of the oversized hard belt. I'm still getting used to using a belt, but I'm excited to see where this takes me once it's my new normal. The only thing she needs that belt for is to smack her if she gets too close to the fridge at night. That's the only thing that belt is going to be any good for. Just belting her back so to keep her away from the snacks. Oops, let me put on my oh crap. 1 second here. Closed the wrong screen. And of course, doesn't open. 1 more second. Here we go. Okay, so let me pull up the next one. Oh, and I have the IRL interaction with Anna. That's going to be the most exciting one. But let me put back Rosie for a second. She's been kind of boring. But let's see if there's anything good today. And I tried checking.
Sweet and sour.
Oh, when I checked out Foodie earlier, she was so boring. She was so high, just doing nothing.
Dip on the side.
I mean, some people are into that, but I just wasn't into it today. All right, Rosie's eating something now. Maybe this is worth watching. All right, so let's see Rosie eat.
It requires this.
So for anybody not aware about Rosie here, she's a member of Gorlworld, even though she denies it. She keeps getting bigger and bigger. She's good friends with Amber. She grifts constantly. She lies about everything.
By just being a bigot. Sucks.
She's a bigot who sucks. Holy crap, she's standing.
Being a bigot's a choice.
Good Lord. Rosie has, her legs have kind of gotten skinny. And I don't mean skinny in the sense they've gotten small. I mean they've gotten soft. Like all the muscle tone on her legs is gone. Like look at how flabby they look.
You're choosing to be hateful. That shit's gross.
It's gross. They're choosing to be hateful. What's she upset about now? What's she upset about now? Keep in mind, this woman who wants to talk about so-called bigotry, she's the one who's always standing up for Amber Lynn, who's known to be a very rude and offensive a person who doesn't really care about the feelings of others. So for Rosie to get so indignant about, I don't even know exactly what, it rings hollow because she constantly defends Amber. She won't even allow people in her chat to bring up Amber's history of disrespect toward others. But yeah, you can see how Rosie's legs have gotten very, they're still fat, but they've gotten like flabby and soft. She has no muscle tone in her legs whatsoever. Yeah, right? She's going to be bedbound. It's going to happen. She deserves it at this point, Canada Cool. I don't like want anybody to like get banned or anything like that. But at this point, she knows what she's doing.
I made for us.
I mean, I don't like report people, but if she gets reported, it's on her. She knows better. And I am happy to call out this content for what it is. This is feeder bait content. She is, she's feeding her food addiction here. And if I get demonetized for saying that, oh well. Rosie's feeding her food addiction here. This is all this is. I don't know why her audience wants to watch her abuse herself like this, because that's what it is. She's abusing herself.
Damn it, I don't like this.
She doesn't even like the food. She's just eating it because she's a straight up food addict. This is like an alcoholic drinking mouthwash, you know? Like that's what this is to me. This is like some crackhead picking up bits of dirt off the floor and trying to smoke it.
I don't think I like imitation crab.
Watching her just stuff her face with food she doesn't even like.
If I don't like it, I'm not giving it to someone. I'm gonna let my brother try it.
It's like forcing herself to eat it. I gotta grab a seltzer. I'll be right back. One second.
So, I think it might be good in a crab rangoon. Well, wait. I have a sweet chili sauce. I normally eat crab rangoon with sweet and sour sauce.
Normally she eats crab rangoon with sweet and sour sauce, right? Gotta always have the sauce. Plenty of sugar sauce. Now it tastes okay when she had some fried chips. This is like shocking to watch. Bedbound arc, right? Good question. Good question. I think Rosie at this point, I think Rosie has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. I actually agree with you, Eliza. I agree with you on that. I think Rosie has no actual like convictions.
I'm not putting ranch powder in this, my God.
And she just says what she thinks is popular.
I'm so sorry.
I think she says what she thinks is popular and has no real conviction.
It requires a sweet and sour dip on the side.
Ooh, I heard about that, but I did not see it. I heard like she was saying some really like rude and offensive stuff to an Uber driver. I did not hear that. I didn't personally hear it though, but I could totally believe it. Yep, that's another
hot sauce. I don't think I will.
I almost forgot about that.
This is the sweet chili sauce from Wendy's. There's a little kick to it.
That was not that long ago either, when she was doing the vertical streaming and even her own
that drawers where we keep like non-refrigerated sauces when we have them.
Even her own like mods and audience were kind of going at her for that.
That's been chilling there for a while.
Yeah, Levi seems like a good kid. Good guy. He's not even a kid. He's
A dip for a
30.
dip. I love it. Yeah.
He really does seem like a nice guy.
Crab Rangoon kind of requires sweet and sour sauce for me.
It's close, whoever it is.
I'm glad I thought of that because I was about to just trash that. Like, I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, and I was at the store today, and I know it's not healthy, but I bought some frozen French fries. I found one brand of frozen French fries that wasn't made with palm oil and soybean oil, and for me that matters. I don't know, maybe that doesn't matter for some people, but it's so hard to find products that are not made with palm oil and soybean oil these days. I normally don't get French fries, but I wanted to get some once in a while.
This on rice? Ooh, that would be good. Actually.
No, I wasn't. I was at Publix, to be fair. But Publix is pretty good.
Thank you, Barbie Life. I have a burn on my tattoo right now, but I also have a dragonfly tattoo.
I will say I've seen a lot of organic foods. They have organic palm oil. So, I mean, I guess it's organic, but I still don't think it's good. Like, organic palm oil is a thing now I've seen. I've seen like a bunch of stuff with organic palm oil in it. So that's like the next step now. Like even the organic stuff is getting nasty.
Making a mess.
And I noticed that Europe used to be good about not putting that stuff in there, but now even a lot of imported European products are loaded up with that stuff. I don't know what they changed. I think they changed their rules over there or something because they didn't used to have a lot of that. And now it's... I remember I used to like to buy the European candy because it didn't have
I started typing I want lemonade and Rosie picks one up. That's funny.
And now it's loaded with that stuff.
Unfortunately, I don't have more of this sauce. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Rosie was crying the other day, or not crying, but she was all but crying the other day about how she couldn't eat on camera and how scared she was to eat and how afraid she was.
This is my dinner. Because, you know, health.
This is her dinner. This girl cooks and eats all day, every day. She's like a chef. She's like a private chef for herself. Like she's like a chef who cooks for herself. That makes sense? She's like a self-employed chef.
I don't think I have the proper ingredients to make like a proper sweet and sour sauce.
So what even is that? Just like the leftover bits of imitation crab with probably some cream cheese on it, and then she's putting them what, like corn chips or tortilla chips?
I didn't really like the sauce with the Wendy's chicken tenders.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is anybody making any? Is anybody making anything fun for Thanksgiving? Anybody want to share any cool recipes or meals or anything they're doing?
I'll have to check.
I'm making a ham. And
your dinner is better than mine. I just downed a bunch of party mix El Mayo. Nice. No, I gotta love me a sweet potato too.
Just down a bunch of party mix. Is that that stuff that like goes in mixed drinks? Like that sour like mix that they put in. What is this? This just looks like mayonnaise and like this looks like crap, like absolute crap. It doesn't even look like tasty crap. It just looks like garbage. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. That's an interesting thing.
Oh shit! I can make that.
Gotta
okay,
be careful.
Gee.
Gotta be careful.
Thank you, Mastos.
Yes, Rosie is. That is such a good way to describe her. She's so darn smug. Like, it doesn't matter what like mess she gets herself into or how bad she makes herself look. She always has this superior attitude. You know, it's cool to be confident, but having arrogance is different.
I'm not finishing this whole tray, which is annoying, but I know not to buy imitation crab again. It's not for me and my family. You know?
I love how she says she doesn't like it, but she's going to eat the entire freaking tray.
What do you mean? I adore sweet potato with cottage cheese and mustard. This is kind of lame. Like, it's good when you add the sweet and sour for the...
Let's go to... It's only... We're 1 minute behind. Let's go to the live. Sorry. I didn't realize we were just 1 minute behind. Let's go live. Are we going to go back to glitter? I've got more glitter and lasers, but I just want to cover Rosie while she's interesting.
I made this at the beginning of the month because I randomly was given a fuck ton of apples.
Oh, the whole meal.
Like, a
wonderful.
lot of apples. So, it's just
I'm sorry, Elisa.
It's like the convenience of canned apple pie filling with the flavor of homemade.
Oh, I saw the for the cream of mushroom soup. Some people, they like to make string bean casserole. I don't like that, but some people do. If you're going to use cream of mushroom soup, get the reduced fat or get a kind, because the regular kind, it's just like, it's straight up just grease. It's nasty.
I'll be honest, I don't even know if I even want my brother to try this. I'll give him the option, but I'm going to give him a fair warning.
I'm worried you'll be in too much pain Thanksgiving, Rosie. Why?
As a teen, I'd eat those fake crab sticks as a snack. I was disgusting, apparently. I don't think you're disgusting. I just don't get it.
Leave it outside for the stray cats. Wonderful suggestion there.
I'm not talking about the details of my brother's job. I'm worried you'll be in too much pain for Thanksgiving.
Are you going to try to eat healthy anytime soon?
That's why I cried at the top of the stream. It is what it is.
And Rosie always talks about how much pain she's in and all these physical ailments and stuff, but she refuses to do anything to help herself. She won't even go see a doctor.
Yeah, I added a lot of stuff. I added green onion, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, sesame oil, pepper. I don't think I added much salt because it was like a lot of soy sauce.
Well, that sounds good.
It's just, it has a good flavor, but the crab ruins it.
The crab ruins it.
It needed, like, way less crab.
I've got a feeling real crab would not make that any better. That stuff looks like greasy crap. But then again, Rosie likes greasy crap.
The crab is the problem.
Oh, did she get a new tattoo?
I tried to save it. Normally, by the end, I have something I feel is at least edible. I hate trashing food. But that doesn't meet my standards.
Ugh.
Let
imitation
alone
food
someone.
for imitation dinner. Ugh.
I can at least tell her I did my best efforts.
At least Rosie washed her hair recently, it looks like.
But
not as bad as, you know, doesn't look so nasty as usual. Speaking of hair washing, I got something from Glitter. Let me pull something up here.
no, Buddha, they're a regular in the chat. Hey, man.
I thought her hair looked pretty dirty in this vid over here. Let me switch it up for a second. We'll go right back to Rosie again in a second. Oh, where'd it go? And her feet look like really pained in this video too. She's always doing these dances, and this does not look like her body does not look this thin normally. Like, look at her waist in this video compared to how her waist like, look at her here. Look at her in this here. And now look at her here in this doing this little dance by comparison. It looks like two different people. Come on. Come on. This is not the same. This is not the same body. This does not look like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's some black magic going on here. There's some real shenanigans going on with this. This is not normal. But I also wanted to point out, I thought her hair was looking kind of dirty in this vid here as well. But if you're thinking, you know what, her hair doesn't look that dirty. Well, you haven't seen dirty yet. If you haven't seen this one, check out this bad boy right here.
Sometimes the universe just sends you a message that you need to take a shower. I mean, I clean up pretty good.
Good Lord. Okay, let me let that run one more time.
Sometimes the universe just sends you a message that you need to take a shower.
Well, the message is Dr. Phil, because you get that message every week from me.
I mean, I clean up pretty good.
Lies. Let me go back to Rosie for a sec here.
Pisses me off.
Oh, she's angry. Let's see what happened.
How could you value a living being that low? Like, it's so indicative of her character. It's so
Oh, she's talking about her friend Amber?
gross.
I think she's talking about her friend Amber.
It's so gross.
Or she's talking about Foodie.
It's just so gross.
The way they don't take care of their pets.
Sorry, that topic just pisses me off. I don't even like to think about it. That cat is gorgeous.
She's talking about Foodie not naming her new... Oh, yeah, what's going on with Foodie refusing to name her pet cat? She got a kitten, and now she refuses to give it a name?
It deserves a fucking name.
Oh, Rosie, you're going to get mad with your best buddy, Amber Lynn? What about her pet, Rarity? Whatever happened to Rarity? You're going to act like...
a fucking name.
Shut up, Rosie. You are a total hypocrite. You defend Amber constantly, and then you want to act like Foodie is so bad? They're both trash. Stop defending one of them.
Yeah.
And you belong with them, Rosie. You're just as crap. You just want to steer the attention away from Amber.
Is she actually going back to Syria, or is she just like rage baiting?
Yes.
I think the reason she's not going back to Syria isn't because of her, but it's because of Salah.
I remember that.
I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
totally remember that. And she does that crap all the time. She's always doing these silly dances on video, and then she made fun of some kids who were actually like just doing it for fun, and they weren't like trying to make, yeah. She's shameless with that. I don't think Glitter has any real friends. I mean, probably. I mean, I don't think she does. It is magic. It really is. Ooh, I think you hit on that, Blue Hoodie. I think you're right. I think we're reading a little too much into this, and Foodie's just playing us like she usually does.
People are defending not naming the cat. I think it's a rage bait. Apparently, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into her personal life. I don't really care.
I thought you didn't want to be part of Gorlworld, Rosie.
She said they are divorced about an hour ago.
Oh, and what's going on? And by the way, I normally don't talk about other reactors, but this is a little bit like, I just want to maybe get some clarification on this. I heard that apparently BBJ was dead for like over a year, like, and FFG was accepting donations on behalf of BBJ. Like, what was going on with that exactly? Because that just sounds like I don't know. Like, I don't like to talk about other reactors much, but that just seems like kind of a weird situation to me.
Hey, Carolina. Oh, that shit's so stupid.
Ha!
Have you ever made tater tot hot dish? I don't think so. I think I've made a variation of a tater tot casserole before, but I don't believe it was that specific one.
I think so too, Canada.
If she goes back, she should change her profile pic to a buffer symbol. Yeah. That, like, those buffering issues and, like, the camera issues, along with the complete, like, non-10 of her channel, was literally killing her channel. It would be one of the worst things that she could do.
All right, let me post you some more of this glitter and lasers.
It feels like a power
quick.
struggle, weirdly. I don't know. I'm very glad you're not like FB Rosie, keep doing you. Thank you.
You're not like Foodie. How is Rosie not like Foodie? The only difference is Rosie doesn't have pets. If Rosie had pets, I don't think she would take any better care of them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, we'll find out someday. But until she has pets, we can't really say she'd do any better.
Seriously. I think the comparisons I get from her are so forced. I literally give wild animals that are widely known names, like the twin orcas and the man-eating lion. Yes, that innocent pet deserves a name. Yes. She already said she regrets getting the cat and is thinking about rehoming her. She did? And she used the funds...
Rosie wants to act all upset, but she said she doesn't even want to be part of Gorlworld. But she's going to sit here and complain about Foodie.
Bitch.
I thought she did what... Oh, fucking... She is... Rosie, don't complain when the reactors talk about you. You were a bigot too. Thank you. Thank you. And your friend Amber.
At this point, I don't think I care anymore.
You want to call people bigots? Own it.
I cared a little bit when she was like...
And it got deleted.
Looked like they were actually breaking up and she was leaving forever. If she goes back, I truly will just clock out. Like, I'm done. I'm just gonna clock out. Because, like...
Yeah.
That's just so stupid.
Probably.
I could never imagine being that desperate for a man's validation. Yikes on bikes.
I've got a feeling that you... Didn't she... Rosie is notorious for, like, stalking men. Like, didn't she stalk... Like, she had that guy who she met through a threesome. Like, she met through his sister in a threesome, and then she tried to say they were dating, even though he only met for a hookup.
Chicken pickle. I feel like I've heard that before somewhere. Check into a fascia blaster. It helps me greatly with my leg
so I got
pain.
some more content here. Let me pull some
tool is
stuff up for
magic.
you.
What's a fascia? I'll Google that later.
I have got... Oh, I got some really good stuff here. I forgot about this. Glitter crashed out, as the young people like to say. Glitter apparently found some haters at her gym. That's right. Her safe space has been invaded, desecrated by the haters, the trolls. Yes, let's hear about it.
If she goes back, I'm gonna send it to everyone that covers her. I'm so fucking done with her. Real. She's also high-key homophobic and has gotten away with it for years.
Oh, she's homophobic. Rosie, didn't your best friend Amber, like, say a lot of, like, really mean stuff to her, like, exes? Like, I don't want to get into all the details of all that, because I think that's just, I don't think that helps anything to start to cast stones like that. But Amber is no better, and you're good friends with Amber, and you yourself are not much better, Rosie, so, you know.
Clock that.
Play your little
bigot,
violin
bro.
louder.
She can posture all she wants. She's a straight up bigot. Always will be.
I found that people calling other people bigots tend to often be some of the most, like, not, of course not always, but I find that very often people who shout the most about bigots are often the most prejudiced people.
I actually want the kitty to be
It's
safe.
just so self-righteous. It's just so fake and self-righteous. I don't believe it from Rosie. I've never seen her make a moral, principled stand on anything that's cost her in any way.
Properly cared for. I didn't ask for this, I agree. I'm not a bigot, but okay. Get a dictionary, babe.
Get a dictionary. Oh God. Rosie, you're not as enlightened as you like to pretend. Okay, so let's. I want to see just a little more of this before you switch over to the glitter vid, even though it's a good one. I just want to see if Rosie gets upset at the chat.
I really don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, and I'm trying to not let it like consume my thoughts, but it kind of is.
What's happening tomorrow, Rosie?
Yikes on bike, yikes on bikes, my new saying. Yeah.
All right.
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
So
I should make a tea.
Glitter's got a video here she put out. Apparently, she's found some haters at her gym. Let's listen to this.
Sometimes I go to the gym and I get reminded about the people who just really want me to fail, just really want everything in my life to go wrong.
Oh my God.
And in the beginning, it's always upsetting. It's always upsetting to like see this. But what I don't think they realize is when they do this to me, it just makes my resolve to succeed so much stronger, because I will prove them wrong. I will do the things they think I'm not capable of.
Really? Except losing weight. That's the one thing that you can't prove us wrong on, right?
So I guess thank you. Thank you for so consistently and constantly trying to hurt me.
Trying to hurt. I love that. I love that. It can't just be criticism. It can't just be critique. It has to be trying to hurt her. Nobody at all could ever have anybody else's interest at heart. It's simply hateful anger and hatred. Bigoted anger.
Because it has made me stronger, and it has made me more resolved to do all the things I want to do that you think I'm not capable of.
So you're more resolved than ever to get the weight off? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't think you're capable of losing the weight. Have I steeled your resolve? If I have, I'm glad I did. Let's listen to this one more time, because this sounds like BS. Oh, and let me show you the post that accompanied this as well, because I think this post adds a lot of insight. So yesterday, I was walking from one side of the gym to the other. Probably took her about 30 minutes. And overheard a group of lifters talking. Now, it would be a lot funnier if I said I overheard a group of talkers lifting. They mentioned how there was a girl at our gym who people say is faking it, using AI and filters instead of doing the real work. This man was defending her, saying he sees her working hard in the gym all the time. And of course, I knew these men were talking about me. Couldn't possibly be anybody else in the gym who uses filters. It's only her, of course. It was confirmed when they realized I was nearby and awkwardly said hello and changed subjects. It could just be that they didn't want to be rude and they didn't want to talk behind somebody's back. Couldn't have been that. I was not mad at them. Yeah, she didn't seem mad at all in that video, right? Actually, the opposite. It was nice to hear people who see me but do not know me defending my work ethic. That said, no matter how hard I work, how much I show up, how strong I get, the people that hate, no matter how strong I get, Mr. Comma, the people that hate me will find new reasons to validate their hatred. What is this with this hatred thing? As somebody who's a strong critic of Glitter and Lasers, I don't hate her. I just want her to do better. The best thing I could do is use that hate to continue to show up. It's not hate, but I will use that hurt to become stronger. I will continue to do it at my own pace, with my best health in mind. You have to start before you can continue. I will do it out of love for myself. Self-love is the only kind of love you will ever have, Glitter. So while they remain weak spreading whatever lies suit their made-up narrative, that's not even a sentence. So while they remain weak spreading whatever lies suit their made-up narrative of who I am, I will continue to get stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally. The only thing that's going to get stronger is your funk. Let's watch the video again in the context of that statement.
Sometimes I go to the gym and I get reminded about the people who just really want me to fail, just really want everything in my life to go.
She has a real persecution complex. Like, what is it like going through life and genuinely believing there's a conspiracy of people out there trying to harm you at all times? Is this like those people who believe in gang stalking? Is that kind of what she's doing here? I think she's just creating straw men to have somebody she can fight against online, because she doesn't have any any real haters. All she has are critics, and she has no response to them. So she creates these straw man haters so that she could, quote, dunk on them. But yeah, this just feels very fake. I don't believe that this actually happened. I don't believe those men in the gym were actually talking about her. I just don't think that. I think if men in the gym were talking about her, I don't think they'd be talking about her using filters. I think they'd be talking more about her poor form and about how she pisses herself, right? Like, seriously, I'm a guy who goes to the gym. If there was a 500-pound woman pissing herself every time she went there and she smelled funky, if I made fun of her and criticized her, it would not be for using filters. Seriously. I mean, does anybody else think that? This giant smelly ogre who pisses herself, they're making fun of her for what? For using filters online. That's what they're making fun of her for. Get real. Get real. You know what? This is a totally fake story. Because if this was for real, they'd be making fun of her for something that actually would upset her. Not something that she doesn't mind. She doesn't care about filters. She doesn't give a damn if people call her out for filters. This is a completely made up story. Opinions, thoughts? Let's get back to Rosie and let this run while I check the chat.
To get pulled willy-nilly, I just worry that could be abused in some way, right? Like, is it like if you look at that from specifically and only as like,
Well, I don't think they existed at all. I don't think those men existed in the gym at all. I think Glitter made up that story. Let me show you here again. I think she made up this story about a group of other lifters talking. I don't think those guys were there at all. I think she just made this up so she could have something to post about, just so she could have something to complain about. I don't think any guys were complaining about her, because if they were complaining about her, they'd be complaining about how she pisses herself. They'd be complaining about how she smells. They'd be complaining about how obnoxious she is and how she's always crying. They wouldn't be complaining about how she uses filters online. That's not what they'd be complaining about, because that doesn't affect them at all. Right? That's my opinion, at least.
Biana, I don't want to wish that on.
Let me see. I got a few more videos. Oh, I have the
Big Boss Man Google, exactly.
The account of Rosie, or excuse me, Glitter IRL. That's the funny thing. Gotta pull up.
Can we take Disney World out of Florida? Well, there's one in California. I've heard the food is way better than the one in California, because Disneyland is more designed for like, this seems like, from what I understand, I've heard that's more designed for like locals, and
I thought she was gonna say it was designed for people who can walk.
And Disney World is more designed for tourists. So one of the things they do is like they have like really good food and like different rotating stuff in Disneyland. I feel like I like learned that in a video once. I hope all of you have a great night and a great Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And to the vegetarians who don't eat turkey.
All right, so I have an actual account of somebody who ran into Glitter personally. The story, they didn't have the pages in order, so I'm not sure which page is the first page of the story, but this is the first page I have. Okay, so having a brother-in-law who was 6'4" and 400 pounds. So knowing what that looks like and having other people of varying degree of overweight, obese in my family and social circle. Then having very recently, this is written a little bit awkwardly. Then having very recently seen Anna in person while we were both evidently staying at the same hotel. Or maybe she was visiting someone there or could have been doing business there. I don't know. We just saw her on multiple occasions. If she's not 600 pounds, she's effing close to it. My husband and I recognized her immediately and were shocked by the size of her in person. She's easily 600. Easily! And if she's not, then she's carrying her 500 pounds in a truly unfortunate way. Let me pull up page 2. I mean, other than she just clearly uses filters to look smaller and smoother skin and make her hair look better. But I feel like that's just bare bones obvious. And this feels like it was transcribed from text to speech because it's kind of hard to read. So just keep that in mind if it sounds awkward. Her shape is very different in person, much larger in the middle. Oh, I can make that better to read. So I assume she's using something to look more hourglass as well. To be honest, more than anything, she looked uncomfortable. That was my most prominent impression. She looked uncomfortable, tired, and a little annoyed. That's why I got the impression that she might be doing some manner of business or something. She clearly wasn't there to film anything based on her clothes, no makeup. I saw her often in the elevator bay, and she was so clearly uncomfortable standing and waiting. She was often leaning on the wall to wait. We rode up with her twice, and both times she leaned hard on the wall the whole time and had to use momentum to unlean and get off on the floor below ours. Oh, and she was not dressed crazy. I wouldn't have thought much of her, other than her size is just super notable if I didn't recognize her. Continues. She did almost always have a Starbees in hand, so she's a true brand ambassador. Oh, my husband said she smelled bad, but I couldn't smell it myself. So that was interesting detail. Oh, there's still more. Hold on. This actually continues on for even longer. Hold on. I felt sympathy for her as well. I was bigger for a while. Nowhere near her size, but I was roughly 100 pounds overweight after having some health issues. So it was so painful to get around. I cannot imagine the agony her joints are in having multiple hundreds of extra pounds on her when I was so uncomfortable with just the extra 100. I can certainly relate to that. I've seen people side-eye the idea that Anna abuses pain meds to do her workouts and saying that's going too far, but I actually cannot imagine any other way she'd be able to get through them without serious pain bills. Also, I have one of the health conditions she has, and I can be heavy-duty prescribed pain meds fairly easily if I ask my doctor for them. So I honestly would bet good money that she can do the same and does so in order to get through physical activity. Otherwise, I don't know how she can even get through a busy day. She looked utterly encumbered. It's sad and it looks hard. I had the emotional inclination to help her, but cognitively no, there's nothing I could have done to help. She's not carrying heavy items that I can help with. She is the weight. She is the encumberment on herself. She's the encumbrance on herself. Gonna correct you if you're gonna write like that. This even continues. Do you folks think this is real? I feel like this is 60%. I'd give this like a 60% odds that this is real. 40% odds this is fanfic. 60% odds this is real. That's my opinion. Oh, whoops, hold on. Got to share the screen. My bad. All right, we're back. Ooh, we got a new member here from Southern Squirrel Gaming, Nutty. Thank you so much for your membership, Nutty. Very much appreciated, and glad to have you as a member of the Dr. Phil membership club. In fact, let me take a moment to shout out all of the members here for a moment. We have the monthly members only stream, which is coming up next Saturday. Oh, come on, you stupid. No, not you folks. I mean, I'm trying to load a picture here and it's not working. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. Thank you to all of the channel members. Your support makes this possible. And in particular, I'd like to thank the Tier 2 members at this time, Canada Cool and Hippie Easta, as well as all the Tier 1 members and all of the chatters, all of the lurkers, all of the mods, anybody leaving a comment. All you folks make this show possible and a ton of fun for me. All right, so let's get back to the IRL account of Glitter and Lasers. No problem, Nutty. Glad you're having a good night. Oh, welcome in, Havasu Mom. Good to see you. All right, so let's continue this story here. Do we think this is fanfic or do we think this is real? Let's continue. She's truly massive. We shared an elevator with her, And just her in the elevator with us felt as if we had 3 to 4 other adults in terms of the space she was taking up. Like we took the same elevator on other occasions without her and with other hotel guests, and literally sharing the elevator with a family was tantamount to sharing it with Glitter, just based on the space she was taking up. I cannot imagine her getting on a plane in that condition. And I think there's one more page at the end. Oh, there's a couple more. LOL. Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything illuminating to share. We saw her a lot waiting in the elevator. Rode up with her twice. She leaned on the wall and had to sort of vault herself forward to unlean when she got off the elevator. So I can't speak to this because I have a damaged sense of smell and cannot smell anything. But I'm married to a bloodhound man who can smell everything, and he said she smelled putrid. He expressed genuine shock that I didn't detect it. He thought I was effing with him, but in all honesty, I didn't not smell a thing. He says she was foul-smelling. Worst like old BO, ammonia, and wet horse, whatever wet horse means. I trust his nostrils more than mine because this dude has accurately predicted that I was about to get my period 2 weeks early because your skin smells like you're out to have your period. All right. Never heard that before. So I assume he's just able to detect a lot more than me. He said it was potent, though. He was sure other people would be able to smell it. This is starting to sound a little bit like fanfic at this now. I don't know. I'm starting to call it. I'm not sure if this is real. But let's continue anyway. It was fascinating to see her not only because of the, oh, I recognize her element, but also because she is just so freaking massive. I feel like this might not be cool to say, but there's sort of a freak show element when you see her in person because you simply do not see people that huge every day. Maybe it is real. I keep going back and forth between is it real, is it not? Admittedly, I'm not good with heights because I am short. My husband stands roughly 6'5". I am 5'3". I think she was 5'9". All right. Well, that is the first-hand account of Glitter and Lasers. Hopefully you've enjoyed that first-hand account. I thought that was fun. A super smeller, right? Kind of weird. I don't know. Little odd. I'm sorry, Nirvana. Maybe. It's a very interesting account, certainly. Oh, and for anybody who just got in, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
All right, that's how a turkey sounds. Okay, so let me put back live Rosie for a sec. We may go to ALR if Rosie doesn't have anything else. Because I do have an ALR video which I may pull up. Her recent one where she got demonetized is pretty funny.
Actually, yeah, it's in the washer right now. I'm wearing my green dress. I actually need to go swap laundry. And I need to go grab the cheese shredder. Forgot about that. Right,
cheese shredder. Oh, we might get more food in a minute. So here we go. Speaking of shredded cheese, anybody in the mood for some pizza?
A box in the mail, and you're never gonna guess what's in it. This is the box. It is a box of frozen pizza.
Oh my gosh, pizza.
Super excited because I'm actually super excited because I have been consciously trying to eat less gluten just for my own autoimmune stuff, and this is gluten-free pizza.
Gluten-free pizza. Gluten-free has nothing to do with lower calories. Gluten-free pizza might taste really good, and if you have an issue with gluten, then it's probably a really good decision to eat it. But it's still pizza, and pizza is not exactly low-calorie food. That said, if you do want to get a treat, pizza is one of the better treats, in my opinion. It does have some nutritional value, unlike a chocolate bar or something like that.
So, pizza party at my house, be there.
And we also have, to honor the history of Thanksgiving with Glitter and Lasers, let me pull up this video from a year or two ago which somebody on Kiwi Farms was kind enough to share. This is Glitter and Lasers Thanksgiving from, I think, 2 years ago.
I knew because of everything going on that I was going to have to spend
Let me slow it down just a little bit. It seems like it's sped up.
Thanksgiving. I knew because of everything going on that I was going to have to spend Thanksgiving alone. So I decided to cook myself the ultimate Thanksgiving meal for one.
The ultimate Thanksgiving meal for one. This is a meal for one.
Because even though I had to be alone on this holiday, I'm still incredibly grateful for the year it's been. And I can wait a little bit.
Meal for one. Meal for one. You don't know what she eats, folks. You don't know what she eats. Right? Like, who are we to think that she doesn't eat healthy all the time? This is a meal for one. Are you serious?
I knew because of everything going on that I was going to have to spend Thanksgiving alone. So I decided to cook myself the ultimate Thanksgiving meal for one. Because even though I had to be alone on this holiday, I'm still incredibly grateful for the year it's been. And I can wait a little bit to see the...
This is like, YouTube doesn't let me say what this is. This is self-harm. This is self-harm through food. That's what this is right here. This is a dangerously large portion of food. I don't say that word lightly. This is truly a dangerously large portion. And here is the post that went with it. I think the dog is going to be like that, the dessert, because there's no... All right, happy Thanksgiving. I'm alone this year as a result of COVID, so I decided to cook up a feast for one. Well, two, because you know Data will be getting all the snacks today. A feast for one. Look at this crap. It's like 24 cookies, an entire thing of mashed potatoes, an entire turkey breast, is that? Squash, more mashed potatoes, pumpkin pies, stuffing. Like, this is just insane. Also, I have so much to be grateful for. I felt that it deserved a feast. Also, I will use any excuse to make glorious, indulgent gift from the gods, that is mashed potatoes. Pretty crazy, right?
Back.
I got one more for y'all. I'm probably going to close out a little bit early tonight, considering the holiday is tomorrow, and I am a little bit tired. But I do have some more, before I close it out, I do have some more content here. Let me pull up something else for y'all. Going to go to the playlists. Let me pull up a recent video. Oh, crap. All right, Rosie's left the kitchen for a second. All right, that's not very entertaining. Let me put on the bumper while I'm... Of course, the bumper disappeared. All right, whatever. I'll be back with the bumper in a minute. Okay, I want to do a quick react to Amberlynn getting, to Amberlynn's being really upset about losing her monetization and all that, and her crying. So I wanted to post that. Okay, so we're going to close it out with a little bit of Amberlynn tonight. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's a little bit too long. But she recently lost her channel, and she's crying, and she's upset, and screw Amber. So let's watch this.
It's just a little girl inside of me. No one ever listened to me as a kid, as a teenager. And then finally thousands of people.
Thank you so much,
wanted
Nirvana.
to listen to me. Like, whatever your reason is for watching me,
Right?
you've watched me.
Foodie sized. Seriously.
And I've been on YouTube for 13 years. 13.
I agree.
And I have had some major ebbs and flows.
Looks okay, but
on YouTube,
yeah.
for sure. And I've tried my very
Agreed,
hardest
Havasuma.
to share my journey, but do it the right way. I have not uploaded an actual video in like half of a year. I've done just live streams.
Yeah, no problem. You have a great night,
I have
Elisa.
not talked about EDs. I have not really talked about my weight. I have not done anything like that.
You too.
That's
Thank you
what
so
my
much.
channel was for the longest time, though. It was genuinely all of that type of stuff. But that was years ago.
So just to give a little update, this video here is Amber recently lost her monetization on her YouTube channel. Amber has been around forever. She is as bad as any of the Gorlworlders. She doesn't really need any introduction. And I can't even give a good introduction considering how long she's been around compared to how shortly I've been around. So yeah, I know that recently she's been involved with that crazy feeder chick, Emily, Tommy, whatever her name is. She allowed Rarity to escape as a way to make an excuse to stay with Tommy. We can't prove that, but I believe that. She's been talking all kinds of crap about her exes. She accused one of her exes of sexual assault, I believe. And since then is basically kind of admitted that didn't really happen. So, I mean, I believe that's what I've heard. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but that's what I've heard.
Mukbang, who is she? I haven't filmed one of those since I was with Feline. And then I got mass reported.
Oh yeah, she's trying to play victim. She's trying to make herself into a victim here, claiming that she hasn't done any mukbangs in a long time. And the only reason she's in trouble is because she was mass reported. Amber, you've monetized your eating disorder your entire history on YouTube. That's all you've ever done. That's all you've ever done. Even this video about you has a warning about eating disorders. Come on.
About EDs, I have not really talked about my weight. I have not
Right? It's
done
embarrassing.
anything like that. That's what my channel was for
Casey,
the longest
that's right.
time, though. It was genuinely
Accused Casey.
all of that
Falsely
type of
accused
stuff.
Casey.
But that was years ago. Mukbang, who is she? I haven't filmed one of those since I was with Feline. And then I got mass reported. Mass reported hard. Like it was crazy. I'm confused. I'm confused about...
I love how her chat is just all like, it's karma, boo-hoo, too bad, you deserve it.
Say you're driving, right?
She does deserve it.
And
Screw Amber.
You're driving on a road that goes 60 miles per hour. And then they realize, actually, no, I think this road should be 45. So you're going down it, 45. And then a cop pulls you over. And they're like, last month you were going 60 down this, so I'm going to give you a ticket. And you're like, but wait a minute.
You know, I think that's actually like a clever analogy, but I don't think it applies too well here. But I think it's clever. I'll give her that. I think this is more like you were doing something that like was always been bad, and just nobody seemed to care until recently. So like, if you want to say that you didn't know it was bad, that you shouldn't, you want to say you didn't realize that you shouldn't have been monetizing your eating disorder for years and years and years. I mean, if you don't have the morality necessary to recognize that you've been doing people a disservice for years, I guess you don't. If you're that unethical that you don't realize you're doing anything wrong, then I guess it would be hard to explain it to you.
I was allowed to then, though. Like, I was allowed to. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it genuinely feels like to me. I'm being punished for things that I posted
Welcome in, Chris.
years ago. I am going to obviously gracefully accept.
That is a really good question, Nirvana, and I've actually researched that a little bit, and I could not find a good answer. I researched what the YouTube policy changes were. I saw that they had done something about self-harm content and like eating disorder content, but that was a while ago. So it was a change in enforcement as far as I can tell. It wasn't a change in policy so much as a change in how YouTube decided to enforce it. Now, your question is, why is Foodie still up? Good question. All I can guess is that Foodie has done a better job removing her old videos. I know that Amber, up until recently, had left up all of her old videos with a lot of questionable content, whereas Foodie, ever since she started the Salah arc, she deleted a lot of her older videos that had a lot of the questionable content in there. So I think that Foodie had already just deleted a lot of the videos that would have got her into the trouble. But she probably should be banned as well. So I'm not going to say she shouldn't be. But that's my guess.
YouTube's decision. But I've been on here for 13 years. This has been my job for 13 years.
I hate that happens. That kind of crap, that's one of the things that really like outright gets me angry, because it doesn't just happen here. Like that happens in like very serious things too. Like there'll be like a crime and somebody will post a video of the crime to raise awareness, to help catch the criminal, or to help get justice for the victim, or something like that, for a good purpose. And then that channel will get banned for posting a video of a crime because the video is too graphic or something, or they'll edit the video and they'll still get taken down. But if a news channel posts the video and uses it to make money, that's okay. But if somebody posts the video to raise awareness or to actually try to help, do something positive for society, that gets them banned. So yeah, that's something that really does bother me when censorship is just totally when it's not based on any kind of any logic. That is disgusting.
This has been my constant for 13 years. I have been so beyond, for the lack of a better term, blessed. I'm grateful.
And she's crying, but she's talking all this crap, but she can reapply in 90 days. If she doesn't have even 90 days of money set aside, then, just get a credit card, Amber. I don't know what to tell you.
But everything happens for a reason. Everything. Life is genuinely about yin yang. Good things happen and bad things. Positive things happen and negative things. And that's always how it will be. It's like a part of me.
I'm wondering, I'm interested in one thing. I'm interested in how is this going to affect Amber, in the sense, is she going to start crashing out and acting crazy? Is she going to start becoming desperate for money and going onto TikTok and Kick and trying to stir up drama? I could see that happening. If she really has so little set aside that she's going to be hard for money in these next few months, she'll do what she has to make a few bucks, and she has no problem stirring up drama. So I think that's an interesting potential outcome of this, that there could be a lot of drama raised as a result because Amber needs to make money somewhere. She's going to end up fighting with Tommy just so she can have something to post.
Sharing my journey as someone who struggles, just genuinely struggles as a human. It's like I'm too afraid to say anything, because as we speak, YouTube is changing a lot. And it's like,
these changes occurred years ago. I went through the terms of service on YouTube, and the changes that they're talking about, I think they were written down in 2023. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say 2023. And they've only recently changed how they enforce them. And that's the reason why everybody's talking about the new changes. But apparently these are old changes. They just didn't enforce them until now.
at the time, I genuinely thought I was doing what was right. I was just sharing my thoughts.
Thought you were doing what was right. Why do I think that if doing what was right wasn't making you money, you wouldn't have been so convinced that it was important? Why do I believe that Amber's conviction in doing what was right is directly proportional to how much she profited from the actions? Directly correlates.
It's my life, my struggles. Whether I was wrong or right or this or that, like, I never intentionally meant to do something I wasn't supposed to.
Well, this isn't a new policy for YouTube. They've had these rules for a while. You've just flown under the radar for years.
Okay, so this is what I heard as well. In 2023, they rolled out the updated rules. So I basically read the same information as Apathetic Facts here.
In 2023, they rolled out their updated.
So this is basically confirming what I already was aware of. So Apathetic Facts here is in agreement. Thank you, Apathetic. Well, let me post a link here to this channel, Apathetic Facts. This is a clip channel I'm using, a really good one. Let me post the link to their channel. If you'd like to get see this video in its entirety, be sure to go to Apathetic Facts. Check them out.
I literally did my makeup so I could do cameos. Thankfully, I did them already because my makeup's getting messed up. Speaking of cameo, not me putting an ad in the middle of a freaking breakdown. Me truly being 100% vulnerable in this moment.
Yep, she was on Instagram today, advertising her cameo, again, and she's discounted it, again. I've also heard she's been begging people in her DMs for cash via Cash App and Venmo.
But I'll explain
She need those washcloths ain't free, you know?
why I'm putting these ads in.
You need to buy washcloths.
Cameo is 40% off. So I have an old thing that's linked that MyFitnessPal down at the bottom, laced in honey. That's old. So ignore that. I don't go on there. Nothing like that. So
She clearly watched Cinnamon Toast Ken's video about her today.
Every creator eating in an unhealthy manner or using it as content is now at risk of having their content demonetized or removed or their whole channel.
Good. Now, I think it's bad when YouTube does things like demonetizing reaction content that uses content like that. But as long as adequate context is provided and disclaimers, I think it absolutely should be allowed to use this content to show how harmful it is. Not to promote it, of course, but to show how harmful it is. It has to be shown so people can see how bad it is.
Going away, right?
Yeah.
So some of the people we covered, like Nick Avocado, of course he's
changed
out, I guess.
now,
He's
yeah.
changed.
Who could forget that?
Like his old videos, though, the mukbangs, then Amber
Wow.
Reed,
It's crazy to think, but it's possible. She's been doing this for years and years and years, and she's had plenty of years where she made good money. So it absolutely is possible. To think how much money she's wasted on maintaining that corpse, that walking corpse of a body.
Mary's all in the Gorlworld. She's got notes here for us that's like viewers of ALR, which is Amber Reed, are claiming that at least 25 of her old videos have disappeared from her.
It's now over 2,000 of her videos. She's deleted over 2,000 of her old videos at this point.
Channel, and some of the viewers are reporting her old content themselves and have posted screenshots showing exactly which videos are being removed or restricted. And it's like,
Oh.
So apparently, I don't know how they got access to this report for what the actual violations were, but apparently somebody got access to this report that shows what Amber's videos were removed for. I don't know if Amber provided this or what, but yeah, eating disorder. Good. Everything I ate today in grocery haul, because it includes eating disorder. It disturbs me though. One thing that disturbs me is I don't think it should matter what the words used. If somebody knows how to say things in a way to skirt under the rules, I don't think that's good. I think that content that's promoting disordered eating, it's promoting self-harm, that shouldn't be monetized. Probably should have a disclaimer put before it. That said, I think it should be allowed on the platform, but I don't think it should be monetized.
There it is, like suicide, self-harm, eating disorders, like they've been going through and getting stuff. And like one of the videos that's in the screenshot is titled "I Am Done," which is this video. And if you notice down at the bottom, "You Were Not Alone," National Alliance for Eating Disorders. They give you the, you can call them up.
Wow.
I mean, just that title, such a clickbaity title. I am done. Like especially 7 years ago when people weren't maybe quite as used to the cycle.
She's got my fitness pal. In the description.
Oh yeah, you can track her steps on there.
Yeah.
It's been age restricted. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. So tell my friends I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
She's got my fitness pal.
But down below, you can see my Cameo link. It is 40% off.
40% off, y'all. I hope everybody's taking advantage of that while you can.
And I have made a Cash App as well. Because I am currently in a stage of life where YouTube is no longer my job.
Speaking of Cash App,
YouTube demonized me.
I have a Cash App. I never mention it anymore.
I really
but
did think that was funny. Because
speaking of Cash App, no donations are always appreciated, never required. As with super chats and memberships and any support to the channel, always appreciated, never required. But if you would prefer to send support through Cash App, that is always an option. So the link is on my channel homepage, and very much appreciated. Let's continue.
everyone was talking about demonetized, and then this random person put demonized, and it made me laugh.
Agreed.
In the fit of an actual storm inside of me, I thought it was funny, and I don't know why. So I was.
Amber's fitness pal had to quit. They had to stop going to the gym because they had high blood. Their blood pressure was dangerously high.
I was demonetized because I was mass reported hardcore. Like hardcore. And I was getting screenshots from forums and Facebooks, this and that, and the subreddits.
One thing that disturbs me, Amber keeps saying how she was reported. She was reported. I think, now, there is such a thing as false reporting. That happens. False flagging is a very real thing, where if enough people report a video, they can get that video temporarily suspended, even if there's nothing wrong with it. And then you have to, then the onus is on the video owner to get that video reviewed and prove that it is, in fact, acceptable under the terms of service. So there is such a thing as mass flagging and false reporting, but if the reports are correct and accurate, you can't blame the reporters. Oh, they snitched on me. Well, I mean, I guess they are snitches, but you're allowed to snitch on YouTube. Like, as much as I don't like it, like in the YouTube streets, snitching is tolerated. As much as I don't like that.
Where people were celebrating reporting me. So it became a hobby for some people. It became a...
Oh, like your Lego hobby, but more productive.
Let's take Amberlyn down type of thing. And so I became...
Well, you're impossible to lift up.
Demonetized, and I appealed it. Obviously, you had to send in a video under 5 minutes, and you had to like answer these bullet points, and you know, this and that. I was scared, obviously. Who wouldn't be?
She had to send in a video under 5 minutes. Do you think she sent in like a random music video, or do you think she actually made one about like the subject?
This has been my source of income. It's why I have a roof over my head. It's how I'm able to take care of.
I love how she says that like we're supposed to, like that's not a good thing, Amber. You've grifted enough money to be able to support and enable your addiction. That's not a good thing. There's nothing good about that. You use your money to financially abuse your partners, or at the very least control them. Let's say it like that. You control your partners with that money. So I don't really think it's a good thing that you have that money. You use that money to cause trouble. Use that money to make mischief and to harm others. So I don't feel any compunction about your earnings being impacted.
It's the reason why I have anything.
Good. I'm glad it's gone.
In my life, I had nothing. I genuinely had nothing, and now I have everything I need.
No, this is why you were enabled. This has enabled you to have nothing. You have nothing because you have YouTube. Because YouTube has allowed you to monetize your eating disorder, you have nothing but that eating disorder.
Because of YouTube. I'm scared. I don't know anything different.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. You need to learn something different because it's killing you.
Twinkie has surgery on Friday. Twinkie has surgery on Friday.
And you haven't set aside even a penny? You haven't set aside any money for your pets whatsoever? You have no emergency funds whatsoever? I don't feel sympathy for you, Amber.
And that is why you guys have randomly been hearing me say, I'm going to the vet. I'm going to the vet. Because I am trying so fucking hard to figure out what is wrong with her. And thankfully it's now being taken care of. So I'm worried. Keep her in your thoughts, please. Because it has been a lot. I'm just glad it's getting taken care of. But why I mention that it's just random shit. Like, and I bought all the gifts already. I was supposed to do
already bought all the gifts.
Swap with Pink Sparkles. I haven't even reached out to her yet to let her know that, like, last time I sent her gifts, it was like $400 in shipping. I can't do that. I can't. And that's me being absolutely 100 trips.
That is so sad. We should send her some money so she can afford to send more frivolous gifts to other influencers, other people on YouTube.
I have to save every penny where I can. And I'm so thankful for my grandma and my mom. They both offered to help pay for Twinkie's surgery.
She's got money for a $1,300 camera and a whole haul of pink sparkles
100%,
gifts, and was
Claudia.
about to throw $400.
Claudia, well said there. I'm 100% in agreement with you. I don't want to see anybody, be like, beat up or anything like super bad. But as far as seeing these girls have to face reality for a minute, seeing them no longer able to monetize their disorders, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, thank you so much, Nutty. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey day tomorrow, Doctor. I will, Nutty. You too. You too. Let's let it keep playing for a second. I'm gonna check some more
at shipping,
comments.
but when it comes
She's got money for a $1,300 camera, a whole haul of Pink Sparkles gifts. Was gonna throw $400 at shipping, but didn't have any money for this, any extra money for the surgery, right? So Amber is so full of crap.
to Twonk's surgery, she suddenly needs both Mama Lynn and Grandma Lynn to chip in.
She's like a drug addict who's like, oh, I need money for food. I have no money for food. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Well, yeah, because you've been getting high for 3 days straight.
Years on YouTube, millions made, tens of
thousands of life-changing money. And she can't even be bothered to change her own diaper.
thousands a month. And somehow, at the end of all that, she still can't even take care of her own senior dog when it matters.
I literally was so grateful. Like, this is genuinely, it's more serious than, it's more
Agreed,
serious
Nutty.
than, oh, Amberlynn got
Justice for Rarity.
demonetized. It's like,
Justice for Rarity, too. Because Rarity is we're never hearing from Rarity again.
it's like, it's heavier than that. Imagine losing. Just imagine losing it all, And, my savings was directly for taxes. It was directly for taxes.
So in other words, you don't have any savings. Your savings was already budgeted to be spent. That's not savings. That's called, what would you call that? You'd call that an expense account? I don't even know what you'd call that. You'd call that, but that's not a savings. A savings is not money that's already earmarked for something else.
So I have this massive savings, has really just been money she owes the IRS.
Right? I have a bunch of money saved. That's your bill money. That's not money. That's like saying, oh, I have $1,800 set aside. Oh, that's your mortgage.
I was talking to my friend and I said, I am going to take a break from YouTube because mentally, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. Thankfully, I have an amazing savings.
Word.
I, worked for my money and I got it. Yeah, sometimes I got that shopping addiction going, you know what I'm saying? But
Amber wastes so much money on, the one thing I will say, all that money, at least a lot of it went to like DoorDash and places like it. Some of it at least went into the pockets of regular working folks. Like, all those $15 tips, at least those went to somebody.
I also know how to save my money. I'm responsible.
Know how to save your money. Bull crap.
And I need to just focus on
all you save are washcloths.
In my own. And the drama on YouTube is not worth it.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be my next purchase that I make for myself.
I'm trying not to spend as much money as usual because I have like a lot of savings, but you know what? I do not believe that people work just to pay bills. So, no.
Yeah, no, nobody's ever had to do that. Nobody's ever been in a situation where they had to spend all their money on bills. This woman is so out of touch, and I'm glad this is happening for her. I normally would feel bad for pretty much anybody in this situation, but I don't feel bad for Amber in the slightest.
If you have the money, treat yourself.
I just feel really lost, confused, frustrated. I feel like things aren't always fair because it's like, yeah, I made the content, but my content is on hundreds of reaction channels.
Happy Thanksgiving. Darn
Every
right.
last bit of it.
Darn
not
right.
just snippets, not just this and that, but like my whole video. How are you gonna tell that person?
I hope so
in
too,
the
Abbasi,
car
Mom. That would be great. That would be
they
wonderful.
have to go 45 miles per hour.
That would be a beautiful
but
ending.
they're in trouble for going 60 a month ago when they were allowed to. But just because the reaction channel might be driving a different car, they're allowed to go 60 when I'm not. This is
Apathetic Facts is a great channel. Let me post the link again.
Anybody. I don't care if I dislike you, if you've ruined my life, if you have created a hate mob for me, if you have bred it, you have fed it, and you have nurtured it as your own, as your baby, as your whatever. I want you to know, deep down, if you're watching this and you're a reaction channel, if I were you.
Well, it's 90 days off. She'll have that money back in 90 days, Chris. I personally believe that she's going to be monetized again. She might have take a temporary hit. So, that's another reason why. I mean, if I really thought this was a lifetime thing, I might react a little differently. But this is just a bump in the road.
Do what you can to make it to where this does not happen to you. Please. Like, genuinely and wholeheartedly. Because I wouldn't wish this type of fear and pain on anybody. Because it's heavy. It's hard. It's scary. It's not a place that anyone should be in. People get fired all the time, like genuinely. That's just a thing they do. It just happens. They get fired.
This isn't even being fired. Like, if you want to use that analogy, this is literally just being laid off. That's what this is. If you want to use if you really want to use, I hate that analogy. I hate when people act like YouTube is treat YouTube like it's a job, a corporate job, because it can be a job, but it's very different kind of job. But if you really want to use that analogy, then this would be a layoff. This wouldn't be a firing. This would just be a layoff.
They let go.
Or maybe a suspension. You could look at it like that.
They move on. They quit. They move on to a different journey in their life, whatever it may be. It's a normal
She still has it.
I'm fully aware of that. And there are people out there who have it worse than me. I'm also aware of that. I'm aware of all these things, but I'm just, I feel like I'm drowning. So I sent the appeal video, and
she must really be upset because she's not saying literally that much. So she must, she's actually using words. She's not just trying to pad her speech with filler.
They denied it. I truly want all my supporters. Please.
Oh, God.
The
Pathetic.
people who have watched me so long. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? For being a crappy channel? For being a crappy person? Or for getting demonetized? Which of those are you sorry? What are you sorry for, Amber?
I can't go. I don't think many people would say you're at work and your boss comes up to you and says, I've decided I'm not going to pay you anymore. You can keep coming in, though. I don't think anyone would.
You know what? There's just some really sad effers out there who would. I mean, I'm not saying I think it's a good thing, but honestly, there really are. There's some people out there who are so depressed and who hate their home life so much that they just come into work every day just as a way to get away from it. And that's depressing, but those people do exist.
I don't think anyone would. I understand I wasn't coming on here as frequently as I should have been or would have been, could have been, but I was still coming. Now I have to put that
But
time.
let me stretch. Okay, you know what? Amber loves these analogies so much. Let me play her game for a second. Let's try this analogy. If YouTube is something you once did as a hobby, and then somebody offered, and then you were offered a job doing something that you enjoy as a hobby, if the business closed, would you quit doing your hobby? Right? Like, say you like to play music, and then you're offered a job playing music professionally, and then the gig ends. Well, should you now just quit playing music? No, Amber. YouTube is your passion. Don't quit doing your passion. Oh, maybe it's not your passion.
And that energy into other things.
Exactly. Exactly.
I have to give all of myself
Thank you.
to something else. And I'm so sorry. Like, it genuinely hurts my fucking
Genuinely.
soul
Literally.
to say that. It really does. It really, really does.
What did it hurt her soul to say?
Genuinely, I have to give all of myself to something else. And I'm so sorry.
I have to give all of myself to you devote what, like 5 minutes a week to doing YouTube and an hour a week to doing a live stream? Like an hour a week. What do you devote? Like 2 hours a week to your channel? So now you have to devote 2 hours a week to something else. Watch movies. You could watch one movie a week. There you go. You could, what else takes 2 hours? You could watch a half of a football game. You could bake a chicken. You could wait at the doctor's office. There's a lot of things you could do with 2 hours.
Like, it genuinely hurts my fucking soul to say that.
Are you sure that's not just the angina?
It really does. It really, really does. It really, really does. I have to go be a normal person now.
How terrible, right? This poor thing. Now she has to go be a peasant. And I'm joking when I say that, but I think she's not joking. I think she genuinely, like, that's how she feels. She feels like she's a special person, better than the average, because she has this YouTube gig. And now it's like, without that, oh my God, now I'm just like a nobody again.
A normal person. I always try to look at the positives to every.
Amber, there's nothing normal about you. Don't feel bad. You're very much what I would call a special person.
Single situation, no matter how hurtful, painful, scary, no matter what.
Matter crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
I try my very, very hardest to look at the positives of it all. The positives that I see in this is, as scary and as hard and as painful as it is, I get to embark on a different journey now. I get to demonstrate.
That is pretty impressive. Pretty big thing. You know, Amber's mentioning now think of all the things she can do now that she's not doing YouTube. Like those 2 hours a week. Like I said, she can watch half a football game. She could bake a chicken. She could go to a doctor's appointment. She could walk a quarter mile. Like, there's a lot of things that take 2 hours, right?
What am I trying to say? Sorry. Romeo just meowed and it distracted me. I've been depressed as I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been depressed in so long, you guys. I haven't brushed my hair since this happened. I have been down in a funk. I have been so scared. And then last night, when I got denied last night, you guys, I didn't cry. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
Genuinely, truly so shocked. I would have loved a chance to fix it first, but That's just not the way
Love the chance to fix it first. You do realize these changes occurred in 2023.
it goes. It's really hard because it's the holidays, and I wanted it special for my grandma. I wanted it special for my mom because that's the type of person I am.
You wanted it special, so you set aside not even a penny of money for them. You wanted it to be special for them, and the only way you know how to make things special is by throwing money at things, because you have no soul. I mean, maybe that's taking it a bit too far. You have no real personality. You're just an empty vessel, and you throw money at things and people as a replacement for actually demonstrating love or concern.
And I just feel so stupid. Me and my mom had so many things planned for Vlogmas. I would say in my vlogs, oh, nothing's planned. Me and my mom planned a lot, and I was really
so many things planned for the Vlogmas. That's why you hadn't posted a video in how many months?
excited. I bought a $1,300 camera, you guys. I'm gonna be selling
because, you know, her $1,500 iPhone camera certainly wouldn't be able to do the work.
that. I'm gonna be selling my choosies. I'm gonna be selling Legos. I'm gonna be selling my books. I'm gonna be selling whatever I can sell to help me in this time.
Well, we know the books will be in like new condition, you know, completely unread. They're worth more that way.
My Cameo is 40% off. I don't like to be the person to say, oh, here's my Cash App. It feels weird. It feels weird and it feels wrong.
You've been grifting for how many years, and you want to say that's something, you know why it feels wrong? Because it feels like it's too much effort for you. You're so used to just doing things without even having to try. It feels like too much work. It's too honest. It's too honest to actually tell people that you want money straight up.
But if you want to give me a penny, you can give me a penny. I guess I can put it in the...
I wouldn't throw it at you.
But I'm currently applying for jobs. I am currently finding other routes of income. YouTube has been great. It has been hard. I have to figure out some stuff for sure. But what I'm trying to say is, which I don't want to say it, but the actual reality of it all. The reality of it all is I'm leaving YouTube.
Good riddance.
I'm leaving YouTube. It's not my job
Yay!
anymore. I don't know what that's going to look like for me in my life.
Woohoo!
Will I come on here randomly? Sure. I'll come on here randomly because there are so many people. I personally, for me, can't imagine roles being reversed. There's a YouTuber I've watched for years and years and years, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, bye, deuces. That would be really depressing for me. I'm not saying I'm anything amazing. There are people who, sorry about my scratches, you guys.
Thank you. She did delete a bunch of videos, but let's see if she actually makes any new content.
But there are people who do like watching me, and I don't know, but there's no Vlogmas, there's no this or that, there's no, I have to put my energy into a different job. I don't know what that looks like for me right now. I don't know anything. I genuinely
But you
don't.
can't just take a few minutes a week just to make a video for your fans. You can't even do that?
Know anything. I really am appreciative for this time that I've had on YouTube.
Like, what about all the fans buying you cameos and stuff? Can't you just make a few videos out of goodwill for all the money they sent you in the past?
I cannot believe that I was a YouTuber. It was stupid, but I wanted it so bad.
She keeps saying how badly she wants to be a YouTuber, but then she doesn't really want to be a YouTuber because you could still be one. You could be streaming on other platforms and rebuilding your channel right now. You could be recording videos and then upload when you get your monetization back.
I don't know how or why or what it may be, but it happened.
You could be collaborating on other channels. You could be doing all kinds of stuff.
I'm so grateful. And it was something I never took for granted.
Never took for granted. All right, now that is just straight BS.
Never ever. But I've been horrific with money. I'll say that. I've been horrific with money. And my CPM constantly was getting lowered, which means it's how much you get paid per 1,000 views. and everyone's on YouTube is different. No one gets paid the same amount, and it changes every single day, might I add. Not everyone hates you. I know. I know.
Just everybody who matters.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was really bad with money. I grew up with nothing. So it's like this psychological weird thing that your mind does. You're gonna go one of two ways when you grow up with nothing. You're either gonna be super like, oh my god, I have to watch my money in case it all goes away. Or you're gonna be my extreme that I did is I need all the stuffs in case my money goes away. I don't know why.
Amber is, if Amber were really this stupid, I think she'd be a lot more entertaining. But she's just a manipulative liar. Like, she really doesn't believe half of it. Like, she makes herself sound stupider than she is for engagement. But I know damn well she doesn't really believe, well, at least I don't think she really believes that buying all these Legos and crap is going to somehow keep her safe from poverty. I don't believe that.
I was like that. I just would spend money all the time. Some people are bad with money. I mean, one thing for sure is my bills were always paid on time. I've never been I've never been the type to not be responsible in that way. But it's like my free money, my money that was just chilling. Spend. Like my hobby.
But you spent it all on crap too. You didn't even buy anything good.
Are expensive. Like
your hobbies are wasteful.
Go and this and that. And do I have regrets? Of course I do. Do I wish I can go back in time? Yes. Behave differently regarding money? Yes. But I mean, I'm not the only one.
She only wishes she could go back in time so she could do it all over again. That's the only reason she wants to go back in time. She would not do anything differently.
That does shit like that, you know? Like, I find so much comfort when Trisha Paytas goes on random little rants because she's the same way. Like, and she makes so much more than me. Like, she's not good at saving money. She spends all her money. She this, she that. You know, it's so eye-opening to me that, like, no matter what type of life you came from, no matter what type of job you have, no matter what type of anything, so many things are relatable. And it's weirdly comforting. So the end of an era, the end of Amber Lynn Reed on YouTube, I didn't expect it to be this soon, I will tell you that. I did not expect it.
Gorl, what? You can reapply for monetization after 90 days.
Exactly!
She's so stubborn that instead of just deleting the offending videos and doing what she needs to comply with YouTube's rules, she's gonna e-beg for cash instead.
Exactly. But she did finally delete the videos. She just deleted them like the other day, though.
I did not expect it.
And folks, I'm getting really tired. I know this video is probably more fun for the next few minutes, but it's almost over. I'm going to give you the link if you want to see the rest of this on your own. Go check out Apathetic Facts. I think you're going to get a kick out of it. But I am going to get some rest and get ready for Thanksgiving for tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience. I've had a lot of fun tonight, as always. Let me say goodnight. Welcome out and say goodbye to everybody. She is. I think you're right. Exactly, Nutty. Yes, and welcome in, Hellright 2129. I'm sorry about to shut it down for the night, but thank you for coming in, and hopefully we will see you again. But yeah, I think you make a great point. That she may not be able to use PayPal, so she did kind of screw herself on that at least. Yep. they're all together, I think. Thank you so much. Good night, Nutty. Good night, Claudio. Good night, Nirvana. Good night, everybody. Good night, Chris Jenner. Have a great holiday, everybody. And I will see y'all on Saturday, by the way. Any of the members on the member stream is this Saturday. So yeah, I'm going to be tired, but I will be there. I think it's going to be like afternoon. So yeah, hopefully see y'all then. Have a great night, everybody.